We are living in a world controlled by money and economics. Even though physiotherapy is a very divine profession, we need to be rich in order to go on with our profession. The thumb rule of becoming rich is very simple. You need to increase your income and reduce the expenses. We'll consider this with an example. Two shopkeepers were there. Both were selling fruits. So they were buying fruits from the wholesale market and they were selling it off, and that was their primary business. Eventually, when days and months passed, one became rich and other one became poor. Now we are going to examine the lives and the business of both the people, both the fruit sellers, in order to know how the rich man became rich and poor fruit seller became poor. So they started selling fruit. After a period of time, one person started selling juice also, fresh juice also, along with selling fruits. So slowly he started getting prospered. His prosperity increased. Seeing this, the other person also started selling juice uh, along with selling the fruits. Unfortunately, this man didn't become rich yet. Means even after selling juice along with selling fruits, this man was not becoming rich. Now we will get into these two people, get into the business of these two people, and we will see why this second person was not becoming rich. See, so first you need to understand that the primary business of this shopkeepers were selling fruits. So all the infrastructure and the system was based according to that. So the primary business is fruit selling, and so as the raw material, they are having the raw material for making fresh juices. They can switch to some kind of secondary businesses. That is possible, and that is a very good solution, because we know that time is money. Earlier I told you the thumb rule of becoming rich is you need to reduce the expenses and increase the income. How we are going to reduce the expenditure of time? So if we are not being productive during our working hours, definitely we are going to lose time. Definitely that's a kind of expenses, and you will slowly end up becoming poor. So what they did, what the first shopkeeper did was absolutely right, which made him rich. Why the second shopkeeper didn't became rich even after he started utilizing the time? That is what we are going to see. That is the important thing that you need to see. Now we will come to our scenario. We will come to the physiotherapy scenario. Many people have started fitness centers and maybe house visit programs along with their clinics. So some people prosper and some people don't. I am coming to it. So what they have done is absolutely right. See, there is definitely peak time of patients flowing in. See, what you need to understand is, for a physiotherapist, the primary or a physiotherapy clinic, the primary business is definitely treating the patient. So the fitness center or going to a home and attending one patient is definitely a secondary one. But even this secondary thing, you have to, not you can, you have to do it. Otherwise you will lose a lot of time. You need to do that. Why? Even after selling juice, even after utilizing time and making use of time and selling juice, the second person was not becoming rich. So when we look closely into his business, what we can see is that the first shopkeeper analyzed his business and found a particular time in which he can sell the juices. The the second shopkeeper, the second fruit seller didn't properly analyze his business, and he started selling the juice throughout. So what happened is, when people were coming to buy fruits from him, he was engaged with making juices. Without a proper analysis, when the second fruit seller thought, he felt that the margin of selling juices is more than that of selling as fruits itself. But he didn't properly analyze that which was his primary business and why it seemed like the margin of selling juice is higher for him. See, the time and labor he was not properly calculating. The time required for selling the juice made out of 1 kg of a particular fruit is totally different from that of selling 1 kg of that particular fruit. So I am not going into too much details of that. What I want you to understand is that, see, when we start anything like fitness centers or maybe house visit programs or any other kind of programs, we need to properly evaluate that. We have to do it. Then only we'll be able to properly utilize the time. But we should analyze it properly, and we should keep a particular time for that, and that should not affect our primary business, which is treating the patient. So many people, those who have started fitness centers and seeing many physiotherapists flourish, many people will start fitness centers along with their clinics, or maybe aesthetic centers along with their clinic, and they may utterly fail. This should not happen. Many mistakes happened to me when I was running my own physiotherapy clinic. So see, I am a man of so much of failures. See, I added a lot of zeros with me through my failures. Why I am conveying this to is because, taking these zeros, if you add these zeros to your ones, you can make yourself 100, 1000, 10,000 and even more. So whenever you are going to do any kind of secondary business along with treating the patient, which is your primary business, you need to properly analyze, and especially the time. Many other factors you need to analyze, especially the time you need to analyze, and you need to make sure that it is not affecting your primary business. All the best. May all your physiotherapy business flourish well and good.